Hello, and welcome back to the Spoiler Cast, the show where we talk about movies, and we don't care about spoiling them. Not even this time, I think. My name is Tobias, and with me, as always, is my sister and trusted co-host, Rebecca.
Hello.
Hello! And, today we're talking about a new spooky, scary, creepy movie. One of the more anticipated ones this year, I think.
Yeah.
It's, Osgood Perkins' Longlegs. Ooh, spooky. Yeah, creepy. One of the scariest, most, breathtaking movies of all time. People all over Twitter going like, oh my god, I barely could finish it. People were screaming, running out of the theater.
That's a bit of an exaggeration. I'll agree to the fact that I was a little bit creeped out at times.
Sure.
To the point where I was like, this is gonna haunt me in my dreams, maybe.
Yeah.
But not screaming, crying, and throwing up.
No. This has been all over Twitter, film Twitter and Letterboxd, where all the cool kids hang out.
Sure.
And everybody's been talking about it for weeks, months, maybe even. We didn't get until now, though. So we saw it in the theater.
Yes.
Support small movies, all that stuff. So let's just get into the conversation. What did you think? Well, we should mention, though, of course, written and directed by Osgood Perkins.
Yes.
Starring Micah Monroe, and somewhat of a spoiler, I would say, but at this point, everyone knows already, Nicolas Cage.
Yes.
Because it was part of the promotion for some dumb reason. I think
his name was on some posters, his face were in some trailers.
Yeah, but the face, that could have been a mission, like, oh my god, it looks like, but is it? But no.
But they put his name in the
I
poster,
know.
and that's what ruined
I think
it. I agree.
that was dumb.
That was very dumb. Because that would have been a very cool reveal.
Yeah. But apart from dumb posters, what did you think of Longlegs?
I thought it was okay. It wasn't as fantastic as I thought it would be. It was creepy, though. I'll give it that.
Sure.
It was uncomfortable in certain aspects. But I don't know. I expected more, to be honest.
Yeah. And I gotta ask you then, because you usually don't engage too much on social media when it comes to movies, but did you get like hype from around this from the internet?
No, not really, but the trailer made it look really cool.
Okay.
And I made up my own version in my head, obviously.
Okay.
Because I don't think the trailer did the movie justice, is the wrong way to put it, because it's the other way around. The trailer made it look better than the movie actually was.
Yeah, so it did its job.
Sure.
It really sold
the movie. Then the movie didn't live up to the hype.
Yeah.
Instead, which is a bit of a disappointment then.
Sure. Yeah, and also the fact we might talk about the promotion of this movie more than the actual movie, because
we need to discuss the movie as well, though.
Yeah, sure.
But like details and stuff.
Because a small movie like this, it's just like a tiny little movie. I don't know the budget, but it's I can't believe it's more than $10 million, which I know it's so much money, but in terms of movies,
compared,
yeah. But I mean, they have been teasing it with cryptic posters and weird, not even trailers, just clips that appeared online. I'm not saying it was from a movie or anything. It was just clips with, the cryptic letterings and just pictures from the movie. For months, like the entire year, it feels like. Mm-hmm. So everyone's like, oh, what is this thing? And then eventually, instead of being the cryptic text, it started saying Longlegs. But, that Longlegs movie. They really sold this movie very, very well.
Oh, yeah. Promotional, everything with the promotionals were fantastic.
Yeah. Almost then, to a fault.
A little bit too much, maybe. But what did you think of it?
Oh, I thought it was... This sucks, man. I thought it was okay. That's it.
Yeah.
Which I try to avoid spoilers, and a lot of people are just like, you don't spoil this movie. Even worse than, the MCU fans about Deadpool and Wolverine, like, don't spoil anything. People the Letterboxd kids were like, don't spoil it for the other ones, just tell them it's awesome and tell them to go see it, but don't spoil anything. I mean, sure, there is the big twist, I suppose.
Yeah.
But there's not really that much to spoil. I guess individual scenes you don't want to spoil, or the mood, but that's set by the.
I think honestly, there's only one thing you don't really want to spoil too much because it ruins the story.
Yeah.
But other than that, all the other little bits and pieces are fine to spoil.
Yeah. But other than that,
I mean, you should never spoil
No, of
anything unnecessarily if no one wants to hear it. But like, you're allowed to post spoilers if you warn people.
exactly.
Like we do.
Yeah. So for me, I think it is a little bit of it's a victim of overhype because I try to, and I don't hype up movies. I talked about this in the Alien Romulus episode, like how hype ruined Prometheus for me. I mean, I still don't think that's a great movie, but at least now I started to accept it 12 years later. But I was mortified when that movie came out because of all the hype, and I was a fan of Alien for so long and everything. And it's just like, oh no, they ruined it. And then this is like, oh man, this looks really awesome. I know Osgood Perkins is a good director. I like Micah Monroe. And then, oh, what the fuck? Nicolas Cage is in it. Ooh, cryptic messages and shit. This is gonna be awesome. And then all the stuff about people like, screaming in cinemas and being disgusted and can't finish the movie. It's like, fuck, is this gonna be like the greatest horror movie of all time?
Yeah.
And then it's just like, I don't know if I literally said it, but in my head, as the credits started rolling, I was like, that's it?
No, you didn't say it out loud.
Yeah, I was like,
but what? I can see it on your face.
Yeah, I was like, really? Especially the ending. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, but I gotta say, so this is gonna be one of those negative reviews, but I'll
partially
because I have so much more. I've nitpicks, stuff, to criticize, so to speak, than I have to praise over the movie. So I'll just get that out of the way. I think we all agree on like the acting, pretty damn good from everyone involved.
Yeah.
A lot of people saying like Micah Monroe steals the show. Like, no, she doesn't.
No, she
Nicolas Cage does. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It takes a lot to steal the show from Nicolas Cage, and Micah Monroe does not.
No, I mean, she's playing a character that's kind of deadpan in the beginning, so...
Yeah, exactly.
Even though that's
a point, and she does that very good.
Sure, but it doesn't really give you the chance to properly steal the stage.
Yeah.
When you're playing someone that's that like cold and unemotional, I guess.
Yeah. And then I know a lot of people are like, oh yeah, everyone's talking about Micah Monroe and Nicolas Cage, but we gotta give Alicia Witt some credit because she stole the show. I was like, maybe for like 2 scenes, maybe? That's the mother. It's like, I didn't really see it. She like I said, everyone was good, but she wasn't like amazing.
No.
She was fine. Same with the guy who played the Captain Parker, or whatever his name was.
Blair Underwood.
Right. What is he in? He's been in stuff.
Yeah, I recognize him too.
He's been in like TV stuff, right?
I think so.
Anything you recognize?
I keep seeing him in like uniform as if he's like an army man or something.
Yeah.
But I can't really.
Well, he's been in a bunch of movies I have seen, but nothing I've seen recently. So maybe I just remember him from older stuff.
Yeah, probably.
Because he's like in Deep Impact from 1998. Stuff like that. Gattaca. But anyway, okay. But he was also good.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's really it for actors. Everyone else is the bit parts,
Yeah, I mean, I was surprised to see Kiernan Shipka in another small role.
Who? She's the camera girl?
Camera, yeah.
It looked like another actress, an older actress. What's her name? Whatever.
I don't know.
Yeah, she's a French.
We haven't talked about this movie yet, but or if we're gonna, I'm not sure. She had that really small role in Twisters, as well. Spoilers for that one. She dies in the first scene.
Well, you didn't have to say that. You could say she was in the opening. You could have just said.
But she's not in the rest of the movie. That's what I'm saying. She has a really small scene.
Sure, yeah.
She's in like the first scene. That's it.
No.
Her death is not a big impact on that movie. So.
No. That's like what. That movie starts so bad, but gets so good.
Yeah, terrible starting, but the rest of the movie, fantastic.
Yeah. Anyway, Longlegs.
Yeah, other than that, there's no like specific acting performances that are. It's
all very dry, very matter of fact, very procedural, because that's really what this is. It's a police procedural.
Of course.
A police thriller.
Yeah.
I guess TV shows are more procedural. Whatever, you know what I mean. But it's procedural. Yeah. And, I liked the music. It was the noise. It was very noisy. The cinematography was good.
Yes.
Nothing spectacular. It did what it was supposed to for a movie like this. All that stuff was good. I I just wasn't. I didn't find the plot engaging at all. I didn't really find the characters that engaging. I mean, other than Nicolas Cage, because he's fun to watch, because he's a master performer. But like, I wasn't emotionally involved at all. I was completely detached.
There's a few things, because I watched a couple of reviews or like ending explained videos.
Yeah.
And a few of them didn't properly understand it, or they like missed details or misinterpreted details that ruined their own explanations.
Because I gotta say, this is gonna be one of those. If we get any comments on this, please comment if you watch this.
Oh yeah.
But usually we get some comments when we don't give. Like generally favorable reviewed movies, we give them bad reviews. People are like, oh, you just don't get it.
Yeah. But like,
this is one of those. I wonder if did I just not get it? Did I miss something?
That's what I'm trying to say. I think you need to know a lot more about other stuff than what's actually in the movie to understand the movie properly, which is dumb. Partially, you need to like know the biblical verses they're referring to. You need to understand them better.
Do you really though? What does that
kind of? Huh?
What does that add to this plot?
It explains more of the creature or the people and their roles in what's happening. Creature was wrong. I don't know why I got creature.
Yeah, that's not a spoiler. There's no creature in the movie.
That was just me saying a wrong word. It explains more about who the people are and what they represent. And if you missed some details, you won't understand the ending properly. Okay. Which I noticed in one of the reviews I watched.
Okay.
He completely missed certain details and called them other things, and that just made the ending not make sense.
Okay, so I think from this, because this is a movie where, like I said, I have a lot of questions and nitpicks about story and plot-specific things.
Yes.
And like, so I think we'd have to get into spoilers pretty quickly. And also, I don't really have anything else in general to say about the movie other than it was pretty good.
Yeah. Not as good as we expected.
As far as crime thrillers, specifically like this, the very dry, police procedural kind of crime thriller. I know a lot of people drew references or drew likeness to Silence of the Lambs. Even that's a promotional material was even like, amazing, the best crime thriller since, or like this kind of movie since Silence of the Lambs. And I was like, I don't know.
According to, who was it I watched? I watched Spooky Astronauts on YouTube.
Yeah.
Writer and director Oscar Perkins took inspiration from Silence of the Lambs, specifically regarding the relationship between our main characters.
Yeah.
And also, apparently, the cipher.
Cipher?
But I don't remember a cipher in Silence of the Lambs.
There's no cipher in Silence of the
Lambs.
No,
exactly. I don't know what she meant by that.
About?
That made me think of Zodiac instead.
Yeah. Yeah, and saying that is such... Okay, we're gonna go on a little bit, because now I'm fucking fired up. Because I can't think of every movie, but I was like, there gotta be other crime thrillers between 1991 and now that are better than this. It's like, maybe not, but then I started looking at it, and motherfucker, this is just one. This is one list, and it's like, oh, because you have. Listen, I'm not saying it's better, but I mean, to say that
it's a good movie,
that there's nothing to mention between Silence of the Lambs and here, you have Insomnia. I would say both the Norwegian and the American version, the Christopher Nolan, Alaska crime thriller. With, with what's his name? The funny guy, Robin Williams as a murderer.
Yeah.
Al Pacino. Fucking Seven came out in 95, so that is between here. Prisoners, 2013. Have you seen Prisoners?
Yeah. Yes, I have.
Oh my god!
Yes.
You mentioned it, Zodiac, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Let's see. No, I mean, I guess with the whole, because there's of course the whole satanic ritual kind of thing, but that's not even a thing in So you can't even say that, oh, well, these movies don't have that religious aspect. Well, Silence of the Lambs doesn't either. So
No.
I'll mention even Mystic River, which I would almost say is more of a drama, though. But they count it here as a psychological thriller. Amazing movie. They mentioned Manhunter, but that came out before, so I can't.
Whatever.
I don't remember, but that is amazing. I mean, Gone Girl? Even Gone Girl? I enjoyed Gone Girl more than this. What else do they have here? Philadelphia. Now that's more of a drama, though. But
yeah, no, but there are a bunch of criminal, crime story, psychological, whatever. Like there's a bunch of them
from the perspective of the police, and there's the connection between the police and the murderer. Ooh.
It's unfair to say that there's been no good one in between this and.
I mean, they didn't say that, but they made it feel like that. Like, ooh, this is the best one since. It's like. Everything
the way
else
they're phrasing
it
isn't fair.
Yeah, and it's just like no. You're a lie.
Yeah. But yes, we do. I think to actually like dissect this or like actually discuss it, we need to mention details, which entails spoilers.
Yeah. So we're almost at 20 anyway. We're at 16 minutes.
16 or something.
So yeah, a little shorter. But yeah, if you want to go see the movie. Sure, it's a fine watch. If you like creepy, thriller mysteries, check it out. Especially, for the performances of Micah Monroe and Nicolas Cage. Amazing performances.
Yeah. And I gotta say, like some of the technical aspects were a bit interesting, with like the choice of framing and stuff.
Yeah,
it was pretty cool. It was interesting
good
to see. I haven't seen that in a while.
No, it was good to use cinematic perspective as a way of differentiating between timelines, so to speak, times. All that is good, and of course, support smaller movies. This is the kind of shit you should go see in the cinema.
Yeah,
and save Deadpool and Wolverine for Disney Plus because they don't need your money. They don't need your money. Yeah. Anyway,
so spoilers
from here on out. Spoilers for Longlegs. So don't.
You have been warned.
You have been warned. So. When Nicolas Cage killed...